Okay, hello everyone. I have got my laptop here and I'm just pulling up some stuff. I'm sitting on my deck because it is an absolutely gorgeous February 20th. Holy cow, it's February. It's like gorgeous out here. Anyway, we are I just want to talk a little bit here. I'm just pulling this up and making sure that I'm online. Blah, blah, blah. Kids are off school today, and so all the kids are home. They're on their Wi-Fi devices, and so my internet is slower than even normal. But, so check it out. Listen, you are running out of time, okay? That's what I want to talk about here today. So I was on the phone today with somebody who has a $650,000 sales goal for 2017. I'm looking over at my calculator right now on my computer. And to date, this person has sold about $60,000. They're a seasonal business like a lot of you guys are. They're in a part of the country that has, winter and can't do a whole lot of work and blah, blah, blah. And so they're 60 grand into their sales goal right now, which means they're roughly a little less than 10% to their sales goal. So they have $590,000 left to sell in 2017 and hopefully sell and produce, right? And so we started talking, and I said, "Hey, man, how much time do we have left?" And we started talking, and there's a great tool. I think if you just type into Google, I forget the name of the website. It's how many weeks until, or something like that. How many weeks until.com or whatever it is. And so if you go there, yeah, I got a weak signal here, guys. Bear with me a second. I just shut off the Wi-Fi on my computer. Hopefully that'll help. So give me a click if you can hear me, or a like or something. Just let me know that you can hear me. So anyway, we figured out that from today, the 20th of February, that this guy has 45 weeks left to hit his goal. I mean, guys, it's 45 weeks left. That's the countdown, right? And, we're in the first quarter of the year. It seems like we have a lot of time, but we truly don't. I mean, see how quickly 8 weeks is just gone, okay? And so what we did is we broke out the handy-dandy calculator. I said, all right, man, you got $590,000 left to sell. And if you divide what you have left to sell and produce right now this year, as of today, by 45 weeks, this person has to do $13,100 basically a week in sales in order to hit his sales goal. Okay, so let's break this down. Maybe you have a sales goal of $1.5 million, and you're off to a slow start. Maybe you've only sold 125 this year. I know a couple landscapers that are like that. They got some pretty big goals, and they just had some home shows this winter, and maybe they signed some contracts from last year, so they had 125 grand heading into the year. So they got $1,375,000 left to sell, divided by 45 weeks. They got to do $30,000, almost $31,000 a week. All right, so another thing I'm going to encourage you guys to do is break it down by person in the company. So this person I was talking to earlier, they have a $650,000 goal. Well, his foreman, the guy who runs the field for him and does most of the work and upsells and stands in front of the customer, he actually has a sales goal of $150,000. I mean, hit the like or the heart button or whatever the heck you're looking at right now if you'd like your foreman to sell 150 grand for you a year, okay? It's totally doable, you guys. All right, when you let go of that sales process and you train people and you get them on board, okay? So anyway, this guy's sales goal, this employee's sales goal, guy who works in the field, is $150,000. Well, check this out. This guy's already sold, what did he sell? He has already sold about 20 grand, I think he said. Yeah. right around 20 grand. So this guy's got $130,000 left to sell, divided by 45 weeks. So his sales goal for his guy in the field is just shy of $2,900 a week, divided by 5 days working out in the field. He's got to basically find $580 a day in upsells on average in order to hit his goal. Okay, so this is an exercise that I encourage you guys to do. Is whoever's contributing to the sales in your company, they should all first have that goal. Obviously, they should know what they need to sell, but you know, how much have they sold so far? How much more do they have to sell? Divide that by the number of weeks. So here's how you can take this a little further so that you always know where you're at. Let's pretend, you know, when I start the year, and if my sales goal is $650,000 divided by 52 weeks, I got to do 12.5 a week. Well, let's pretend maybe you're in a situation where you've had a really crappy first quarter, the phone's not ringing, maybe you're getting a lot of leads, but you're not closing some deals, people are dragging their feet, they're not making decisions. That happens. Well, if you're 650,000 and you haven't, let's just go the extreme here, you haven't sold a thing yet this year. Let's say you're that guy. Well, then you got to divide 650 divided by 45 weeks left. That 12,500 a week goal now goes up to almost 14,500 a week goal. Okay, so this is a great way for you to always know whether or not you're on track with your goals, because guys, the time is ticking. Okay, time is moving by like this. It's not stopping, and every day that goes by that you don't sell something is going to make it harder for you to hit your goals for the year. And remember, we always talk on here about having a profit goal and things like that. If you want to avoid having to borrow money and going into debt, if you want to make sure that you're putting money aside to have it squirreled away for next winter and all these other things that we've talked about here, you've got to make sure that every single day you know exactly where you are in your sales goal. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. You got 45 weeks left, and it's not a lot of time. Don't think that it's a lot of time. It's going to go quick, because a lot of your phones are going to start blowing up pretty soon here, which is great, but keep an eye on that goal. You know, it's been said 1,000 different ways that whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're paying attention to, is going to get better. Okay, so if you want your sales to grow, you've got to make sure that you're paying attention to your sales every day. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I got a phone call I got to jump on, but I will leave you with the beautiful view in Manitou Springs. All right, we'll see you guys next time.